Have you noticed that there's a space that's always here underneath all the noise? Are you aware of that which is you, that which is your eternal, most peaceful presence and awareness, the most loving awareness? How often in your days are you able to see that, yeah, here on the surface there's all these things, right? What we can see with our two human eyes is these forms, these objects, and a lot of us have given names and labels to these forms and these objects, including this body. It's been given a name. It has a past and a script connected to it, and it all makes it feel really real, really real. And it is, in some sense. There's so many realms of existence, there's so many dimensions, and I believe that it's very important to honor all of them and to never dismiss ourselves from the truth that yes, it is real to be a impermanent human and feel fear sometimes. Yet I also think it's really awesome and important to be aware of all realms of existence at the same time, to never get caught in one too much. However, there is one, and that is the one that encapsulates all of them. And that is that which all the books, all the songs, all the spiritual teachings, all the psychedelics you could ever take, all the meditations that we do, all the deep meditating that we do, reveals and points and shows us this. And this is that which cannot be named, it cannot be shown. We cannot say, look, here it is. And we cannot even really speak about it. But it is a deep felt sense that is underlying everything. And it is such a deep peace. It's a peace that is untouched. It can't be changed. It can't become reactive. This place that I'm speaking of is not a place that is changing. It is always expanding, yes, into more deeper peace, deeper love, deeper, more fuller bliss. This is a space that is here now. It's always here. It is what sustains and gives energy and expression and movement to this form. And I am sustained by this. Like the Course in Miracles says, I am sustained by the love of God. Basically, I'm talking about God, the God presence, that which is in every moment, that which is what supports us in our lives the most, more than any epic great relationship, more than any financial security, more than any super fit sexy body, more than any like graduation, education, things going our way in this world. This place that I'm speaking of, God, is what supports us the most. We might think that all these things happening in the world is what will support us, is what will make us happy, but at the end of the day, all of that is empty if we are not connected to God. And when I say God, I'm not talking about a Christian God, I'm talking about God, that which is not limited to a religion that separates and says other things are bad and you need to follow this, otherwise you're bad. Like, I'm not talking about that God. So if you don't resonate with the word God, you can use the word source or love or life force energy or anything like that. Divine, divinity, beloved, the one beloved. And you know, being connected to this place, or not being connected, we're always this place. This place is never not here. It's always here. Sometimes though, we're not aware of it. We are forgetting. There's a forgetfulness that happens because there's a lot of noise and there's a lot of realness and energy given to what is happening here on this place. This place, you see this place? The hands, the body, the hair, the body, the person. Hi, I am this person. My name is Amanda. and I'm in this relationship, I'm on this island right now in Tenerife. I have all these things going on in my mind and yada yada yada. I'm a little bit feeling heartbroken and scared and concerned about certain things of the world. It breaks my heart to see what's happening in all places of the world right now. There's a lot of human emotions that I could feel and tap into, and I think it's beautiful. And I also don't want to get off to it too much, because there is a place of deep peace and relaxation that I feel might benefit everyone I encounter right now, more than me getting too much into all this stuff. Like right now, if I actually deactivated my Facebook because it was too much of all this news about what's happening all over, everywhere. And it can feel really like easy to get caught up in the state of the world and what's happening and then feel heartbroken from it, obviously. But I'm not sure if the heartbrokenness feeling will help me. Yes, I do believe that heartbreak is also heart opening, and it is very, very, very important to grieve. Grief is a portal to power. Grief is a portal to deeper opening to the infinite ocean of love. And I believe that there is a balance, because it can be an overly dwelling in that place that I need to check myself. Because sometimes I can go so deep into it and be so caught up by things that break my heart, where I get bedbound, where I don't want to do anything because I'm just feeling like it's so dark and heavy. And that is not going to be of service. And I know that I'm not the savior. I know that I'm not here to like be the superhero. However, I do feel like I'm in some ways a superhero, and so are you. And you know what our superpower is? You know what our superhero mission is? It's to get right with truth, to be really in alignment with the truth, the eternal truth, and to let ourselves be truly sustained and uplifted and held by the love of God, and to be in love right now more than ever. The more we see pain and destruction and war and hurt and harm, the more we see things that are in a lot of suffering, humans, children, everything, the more we need to be in our heart, in the most powerful place, which is our heart. And what is our heart? What do I mean by that? The heart of God, this present moment. Yes, we are here, we are honoring this human form and everything that it's feeling. We are letting it fully feel, but we're not starting to create stories, unnecessary stories that gets us bedbound and depressed. It's not time for that right now for me. It is urgent right now that we choose to be awake in this dream of suffering and awake to our eternal nature, to that place that is where we all go when we die. What happened to me in my near-death experience? I was surrounded by a golden radiant light that held me. I was shown every most deeply traumatic, painful, abusive experience I've ever lived in my life. I was shown all of those things in that light, in the presence of that light. And all of those experiences that I had, a lot of abuse like that, like I saw all that in the light, and it restored and neutralized everything. Right now, we can be and live from that place, from that light. And that is our superhero power. That is your superhero mission and mine as well. It's for us to remember that we've never once been separated. We are one in the kingdom of heaven. We have never once left the kingdom of heaven. And that is our eternal home, and it is our birthright. And we get to live and be so nourished and sustained from that place all the time, every day. We get to look at our brothers and our sisters, the seemingly other people, from this place. We get to look at the state of the world and what's happening from this place. It brings a lot more trust, it brings a lot more faith, and it will also support us to actually take more productive, constructive, effective actions if we are called to serve in some way. And oftentimes the way to serve is to simply live and dwell here, because what the world needs is more calm, relaxed nervous systems and people that are seeing what is underlying all of this versus more reactions, more anger, more judgments. A lot of people think that they're really helping when they're getting very reactive and triggered and fighting. And yes, I think there is something to like standing up for causes and things like that. However, be mindful of where it's coming from, because to be honest, a lot of the times it's just a bunch of noise and it's just going to create weakness. And if we all really actually want to see more thriving in humans in this realm here, it's a lot about remembering the absolute eternal truth. And it's not about continuing to live in the operating system of separation. It's about remembering and living from unity consciousness, choosing that above all else, even when the ego is screaming, you fucking spiritual bypasser, piece of shit, you're so selfish, you're so privileged, look at you just choosing that. It's important to choose to live in the absolute eternal truth, and also have discernment, and also take action, and also know that we're not here to put our head in the sands. We're here to look upon the world and everything that's happening from the eyes of Christ and bless the world with that energy, versus project more the hell and the suffering and the violence. Project more by making it real. If we make it real, if we really start to fear it, we'll be projecting more of that onto the screen of consciousness. We are witnessing a reflection of the consciousness of and the mind of man right now. You know, there's still war and oppression happening inside of me. How am I oppressing certain parts of myself? How do I sometimes self-abandon or want to, you know, push away certain things that I'm actually feeling? Self-violence is a subtle thing, but it happens even within the most loving person, by, for example, having a feeling and then not being willing to feel it or acknowledge it, or doing things, living in ways that lacks integrity, doing something that doesn't actually feel in a full yes for me. That is actually a form of violence. And so until we all get right with ourselves and really live from our most whole, complete, fully integrated integrity way, like until we get into integrity with ourselves, which means to live in the heart, we're going to keep seeing these things. And so it's really important. And it's not about being selfish. It's not about like, I'm just going to like forget about the whole world and just go and live in my peaceful life as if, oh yeah, if I have peace, everybody else is. We're not done until we're all in peace. Like we're not, and we're not supposed to stress. We're not supposed to rush or be anxious, but we are here to recognize the urgency of living in the most blissful, the most joyful. Your joy is a revolution. Your joy and bliss can start a revolution. Your joy and bliss and feeling of love and peace and relaxation in this moment is freaking powerful and courageous and bold and revolutionary in a time like this, when most people are in so much suffering, so much addiction, so much judgment and shaming and guilt tripping everyone else, so much making of wrong, so much seeing of separate individuals, when really we could be seeing from the place of the interconnectedness of all things. And that is a revolution. Let's start the love, peace, and bliss fucking revolution, man. And above all else, let's stay there. And even if people call us crazy fucking selfish hippies, white privileged people, or whatever, like, I think it's so important, because otherwise if I go into that other stuff, I'm gonna sink, I'm gonna drown, I'm gonna wanna fucking fall into addiction, because I'm gonna get so depressed. The only way to help right now is to shift in our own energy and to use our privilege. To use our privilege. We have the privilege. Why don't we use it right? To hold the energy that is peaceful now for all the places in the world where there is not the sense of peace, so that the ripple from us can touch and affect. That's what it's important. It's like energy work. And yes, let's also get our hands dirty and do shit if that's what needs to happen. Really, I need to get my energy right. And that's what I'm here for. That's what we're all here for right now, guys. We might not be able to have our voice heard on the ground where there's violence and war and bombs and things like this, but we can shift the energy by us devoting ourselves, committing to landing in this energy that is the most powerful, the most true right now. No more excuses, no more reasons to be out of this place that is the most powerful and that is what truly sustains us all. Holy Spirit, God, love, it's here, and it's never gone away, and it's never not been here, and it's important that we're all becoming aware of it and waking up to that. That's reality. That's our reality. That's always ours. That's the most authentic reality that doesn't go away. It stays even after we die, even after this thing goes away. Even before this thing was born, it was here. This is who we are. Let's live from here, right now, forevermore, and let's commit to this, and let's call ourselves out with love, with compassion, with patience, whenever we're noticing ourselves going back into the sleepy dream filled of suffering and pain and separation. So cheers to doing all this, and I love you guys. I got to go. Bye.